Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my quick and easy Holi-slay makeup look. This is the look that I wore to Christmas this year and I wanted to film me doing my makeup, so this is the look, and if you'd like to see how I created it, then please keep watching. I'm gonna start by priming my eyelids with the MAC Paint Pot in Layin Low, and I used a Morphe E27 brush to put that on my eyelids. Next, I'm going to set my lids with the Mercier translucent setting powder and the Real Techniques setting brush. Don't be like me and put it all over your eyelid from your eyelid to your brow bone, because we are going to be using a shadow stick on the lid and it will be very patchy when you go to blend the shadow stick over it. So try to stick to your crease, to your brow bone, and try to avoid your eyelid area. So this is the Caviar stick that I'm using, and it is from Mercier, and the color I'm using is rose gold. So I'm just applying it to my eyelid. I'm going to be using the Tartelette in Bloom palette for this makeup look. I absolutely love this palette. I use it all the time. So I'm going to pick up the shade Sweetheart on a Sigma E40 blending brush, and I'm going to be applying this in my crease and slightly above my crease as a transition shade. Next, I'm going to be picking up the shade Rebel on a Morphe M433 brush, and I'm going to be putting that in the outer V of my eye and directly into my crease, and I'm just going to be blending that away. Just keep packing and blending. Now I'm using a clean Sigma E35 to just blend over the edge of my eyeshadow. Next, I'm going to be picking up the shade Funny Girl on a MAC 242 brush, and I'm going to be packing that on the lid. This shade isn't super pigmented and glittery, so just keep packing it on until you reach your desired intensity. Now I'm going back in with the Morphe M433 and the shade Rebel, and I'm just blending the outer V where we overblended a little bit. And now I'm using the shade Flower Child on my brow bone with the Sigma F70. It's actually a concealer brush, but I just use it as a brow bone highlighter brush. Next, I'm taking a little bit of Bioderma on a Q-tip, and I'm just cleaning up the edge of my eyeshadow, kind of giving it a cat-like look, and I'm just cleaning up any fallout that I have. I'm going to move on to the face now, and I'm taking a little drop of the Nars All Day Luminous Weightless foundation in the shade Stromboli and mixing that in with the Maybelline Hydrate and Smooth foundation, and that's in the shade 220. The reason I'm mixing the two colors is because I can never find a foundation that is yellow enough for me, so I typically will add a little bit of the Nars foundation, be it that one or the Sheer Glow, just to get that yellow in the foundation. And I'm using a I'm using a beauty blender to blend in my foundation. Next, I'm using the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Ginger, mixed with the Kat Von D concealer in the shade M17, and I'm using that as my concealer and blending that with the Beauty Blusher by Beauty Blender, which is just the mini size of the Beauty Blender, which is meant for blush, but I don't use it for blush. Sorry I'm using the same combo again. I just really enjoy this combination, and when I find something I like, I tend to stick to it. So here, as I mentioned earlier, I'm just going to be blending this in underneath my eye. Next, I'm using the Mercier translucent setting powder to set my under eye concealer, and I went back to that black beauty blender just to set the under eye area. Next, I'm using the Makeup Forever Pro Finish Powder in the shade 127 with my this is a Morphe E3 brush to set my face. I don't know where the clip of the powder went, but that's what I used. I'm gonna use the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer to bronze my face, and to do that I'm using the MAC 129 short handle brush. Oh, I also forgot to tell you that I did do my eyebrows off camera, and for that I used the Precisely My Brow Pencil in the shade 5 from Benefit. I like this bronzer because it has like a bit of a gray undertone, so it kind of looks like you contoured even though you didn't really contour. And yeah, I really like it, and I think it looks very natural and it sculpts your face kind of, so I enjoy it. Next, I'm using the shade Wild Honey from Becca Cosmetics on a Morphe E4 brush as my blush. I like this blush because it has like an orangey or an apricot undertone, and I think it really complements my skin tone and this eye look, so that's why I decided to use this one. And to highlight my cheekbones, I'm using Champagne Pop from Becca Cosmetics and Jaclyn Hill, and I'm going to be applying that with the Morphe M501 brush. And I put it on my cheekbones, a little bit above my eyebrows, on the bridge of my nose, but not on the tip of my nose. I don't like putting it on the tip of my nose. I just don't like that look. And I put it on my cupid's bow using my finger. And then I just blend over it with the highlighter brush. Now I'm going back into the Tartelette in Bloom palette, and I'm picking up the shade Sweetheart on the same Morphe M433 brush, and I'm using that to blend underneath my lower lash line. And then I'm taking the Sigma Flat Definer brush, and I'm going to be using that to pick up the shade Rebel from the palette. And I'm only going to put it on the outer third of my lower lash line, so kind of from where my eye is to the outer corner. I don't want to bring it all the way in because I find that closes the eye off a little bit, so I just keep it towards the outside corner of the eye. And then I'm taking that same Morphe M433 brush, no additional product, and I'm just blending all the shadows together. Next, I'm taking the shade Funny Girl again, which is the same shade that I use on my eyelid, and I'm packing that onto my inner corner using the MAC 219 pencil brush. Next, I'm using the Risque shade from MAC, which is a eyeliner. And it's just a nude eyeliner. I put it in my waterline. I just didn't want to show it because it looks kind of creepy. And then I'm setting my brows with the Ready Set Brow Gel from Benefit. Next, I'm going to put some mascara on my lower lashes, and I'm using the MAC Giga Black Mascara to do this. And then I'm going to curl my lashes using this Tarte eyelash curler, which I actually don't like very much, but I'm going to try the Shiseido one, and I'll let you know how I like that one. This one kind of pinches my eyes. And for my upper lash line, I'm using the Urban Decay Perversion Mascara. This is my favorite mascara. I absolutely love it. And I feel like it gives you a lot of volume and length, so it's one that I always use. I'm not going to be using any falsies or eyeliner for this look today. Next, I'm taking the lip liner from MAC in the shade Spice to line my lips. And I'm going to fill in my lips too. And then I'm going to apply the lipstick in Viva Glam 2. It's a beautiful pinky nude that's kind of neutral. And so I'm going to apply this to my lips. And that is the finished look, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, it's very quick and easy, and it looks very put together and pretty. So this is what I wore to Christmas dinner this year, and I really hope that you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and if you'd like to, please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!